wears on his opponent,
oh,
doesn't
he?
Yeah. There's a lot of attrition.
I think he created that phrase, what was it, grit and grind? Grit and grind for the Grizzlies.
You're right.
And that's how he plays.
Yeah. Here's Gasol after the made shot from Bishop. That's good.
Look at the size discrepancy there between the defender and the shooter.
Well, those are warm-up jumpers. When there's not a hand in his face, he'll knock those down all day.
Here's Money. He's coming off an unbelievably scoring game.
Randolph never really an above-the-rim player, but with his combination of strength and skill, he remains effective. Deft touch with that left hand.
And Randolph is able to post up or face up, and he's lethal either way. And that high arcing shot of his from mid-range, beautiful to watch, impossible to block. And on that right block, he's doing work down there because he understands how to use that wide base of his to get separation.
Looking at who's out there now for the Grizzlies. Kufis checked in for Gasol. Lee comes in for Adams. And it's Udrich in for Mike Conley. Now here's Ennis, averaging 8 points a game, 4 on the shot clock. 13 feet away. Second shot opportunity. A nice shot by Kufis.
He got a great read of where that miss was going, and that allowed him to be the first guy to it and get the putback.
Bishop the pass to Gay. Some nice ball movement here by the Kings. No good from Bishop.
Can't get a much better look than that, though.
Sure can't. Not one you'd expect him to miss there.
Kicks to Kufis. Passes it to Lee. Looks for Randolph. Gets it to him. The fader. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Randolph's got 6.
Very positive opening quarter for them. The shots have been falling.
You know, the shooting percentage would be nice if it stayed right there, but that's going to be tough to do.
Here's Money. He's got 10. That falls. Great assist by Darren Collison. And 12 points for Money.
He's really stepped it up this quarter. Looks like he's determined to get them out of this hole all by himself.
Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. The Grizzlies shooting their first free throws here tonight.
Well, solid numbers for this club from the free throw line this season.
2 shots.
Here's Collison. He's coming off a 10-point game against New Orleans.
And Kevin, a lot of those points came at the line. So he was very aggressive with his game, attacking the D and capitalizing on those free throws.
On the court for Sacramento. Bishop in at shooting guard. Evans is out there with Stauskas. And there's Collison, and it's Cousins in at center. Conley kicks to Coathis. There's the feed to Gasol. The baseline J. That's good. Gasol's got 4 points in the quarter.
Easy little jump shot for him right there, guys.
The Kings trail by 5. The pass. Division. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Goes up from the top of the key. And again, it's Sacramento converting.
Yes, sir.
And so it's Memphis with it. Outside Conley. There's a good screen. Koufos dishes to Adams. And a miss there on the triple. For the Sacramento Kings, their last game a loss to the Pelicans.
And Kevin, they put so much effort into the final few minutes of regulation in that game that they were pretty burned out in the overtime period.
Yeah, that's an excellent call by you, Steve. I thought there was a little bit of a letdown for them in OT.
And that's a foul called on Money. That's foul number 2 for him. Sacramento making a switch here. McCallum's checked in. And let's now go to the sideline. We'll catch up here with Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, guys, Money in the last outing against the Pelicans got the job done. He finished with 57 points, and that scoring outburst set a new season high for him in what was a great exhibition on his part. It was a performance for the ages, and one that will have the whole league talking.
And thank you, Doris. It was a performance that has to have their upcoming opponents terrified, Clark.
Well, I know this opponent should be terrified because there's a good chance the momentum he gathered that night carries right over into this game.
Well, some of it will carry over. That's inevitable. It's just a matter of how much.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already.
Well, you look at Kosta Koufos, drafted 23rd in 2008 by Utah after just 1 year at Ohio State, kind of drifted around. He started in Denver. Last season, he played valuable minutes in Memphis when Marc Gasol went out, and I think he's maybe found a home there.
And the Grizzlies leading by 3. Outside Conley. Pass to Koufos. And it's rebounded by DeMarcus Cousins. And up the court come the Kings on the break. Stauskas, the pass to Bishop. He dishes it to McCallum. Fires for 3. No good. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Drive by Adams. Conley. And he lays it straight in. Conley's got his first points of the night.
You know, the only tough part of that basket for him was getting into position. The rest of it seemed easy.
And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Zach Randolph's checked in for Koufos. Ennis comes in for Adams. And Lee's subbed in for Nick Colathis. The Kings also at the sub. Rudy Gay's checked in for Stauskas. Again, the miss by the Kings.
Obviously, they're evenly matched teams on the inside. The rebound numbers are very even.
Yeah, I've been impressed with just both teams' energy, just really working hard on the board.
That's his third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle much more effectively.
Yeah, and until they do, the problems inside are only going to get worse.
Thompson, he's checked in for Sacramento. Landry comes in for Reggie Evans. Here's Conley. Cashes in for a double-digit lead. Conley's got his third bucket of the night.
Starting to get a little momentum here after that scoreless first quarter.
Here's Money, over by Conley. No good from Bishop.
That's a shot that he sometimes struggles with, but you can't fault him for taking it when the defense backs off like that.
Got that one on the move. And now a 12-point Grizzly lead.
And they've set up countless buckets off assists. That's a huge part of what they've been doing here today.
A lot of dime dropping going on out there, Steve.
It's Gay on the way. No good. They had a chance to end the run there. And for Memphis, their shooting has been sensational. 75% for the game. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Randolph. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. And he's got his first free throw of the game.
You know, guys, things did not go nearly as well as he would have liked when he stepped up to the free throw line last game.
His foul shots just...
And that does it for the first half of play. Grizzlies lead by...
Well, obviously a lot of ground for you guys to make up in that second half. Do you expect Coach to shake things up to try to jumpstart you here in the third?
Yo, he better, because I'm about to pop a blood vessel up in here. I can't stand losing like this. Yo, if he needs any suggestions of what he can change, he can come to me, because I've been keeping the list all half. It's about 5 pages long at this point.
Hang tough, young man. Kevin, this league is not easy on the young ones.
All right, we've got some work to do, but it's not too late. Let's put our...
Beginning in just a moment. What a game we're seeing from Money.
I like that he didn't force anything in that first half. His decision-making was really flawless.
That being the case, Steve, I think they want him to be more assertive in the second half. Look to take more shots. Be a little more shot hungry, even the tough ones.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. So on the floor for Memphis, Zebo and Marc Gasol are up front. Conley out there with Adams, and it's Ennis in at the 3.
Hard work on the glass once again, fellas. They put a lot of effort into their rebound.
Well, you get more rebounds, you get more possessions, more shots at the hoop, and oftentimes that decides the game.
The Kings trail by 8.
Look out below. Wow. Now that is a quick bucket. Pretty good in transition.
That's right. That's exactly right. He loves when he gets the chance to get out and run. That's when he's at his best.
For Sacramento, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. It's stolen by Ennis. Conley kicks to Ennis. Back to Conley. A second chance effort. Ennis misses.
I thought he rushed it a little bit, guys, because he had a clean look, just lost his focus.
Here's Stauskas, and there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. They get Marc Gasol.
Nick Stauskas was born in Ontario, Canada, 7 days after the NBA awarded Toronto an expansion franchise. Nice little factoid there. When he was 10 at a Raptors open practice, he got called down to play some 2-on-2 against Vince Carter, and Stauskas buried a 3 on him. Now he's an NBA player himself. Man, that's a heck of a turnaround in about 10 years. Picture perfect with the turnaround. There's no stopping that shot.
Here's Money, over by Conley. Sacramento again missing. And the Grizzlies leading by 6. And Stauskas, Clark, part of this vanguard of Canadian talent, never played hockey. Basketball has always been his game.
You know, but he grew up at a time when Canadian hoops culture wasn't exactly thriving. I mean, during the 7th and 8th grade years, his team had no coach, so he coached the team, calling plays and making substitutions. You can see evidence of that in how he plays. He's pretty cerebral in addition to being highly skilled.
The Kings shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
Just an amazing game for Money. He has 23 points, and he's made 3 shots at the foul line.
Well, that's important. I mean, get to the foul line. Any team, when you can outscore your opponent from the foul line, it's critical, and he's trying to do his part right there.
Sacramento foul. His second personal foul.
The Grizzlies shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. The free throw drops for Ennis. Darren Collison, he's checked in for Sacramento. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. The Kings trail by 7. Passes to Bishop. From downtown, here's Cousins. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time.
Boy, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip. They've got a battle inside.
Well, this game has been tough, Clark. I mean, they're getting after it, and I think they're starting to run a little bit low on energy, possibly.
Here's Adams. The Grizzlies with another miss. For Sacramento, they've gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Doris Burke. Hey, Doris.
Well, Kevin, DeMarcus Cousins signed by the Kings to a max contract extension in 2013. Coach Mike Malone said, quote, "We've made a huge commitment, not only to him as a player, but as a person." He added that Cousins' biggest jump will come from handling adversity and being comfortable when he's uncomfortable. Once he does that, it's scary how good he can be. Kevin?
A fiery disposition. If he can channel it, the sky's the limit. Thank you, Doris. And that one's good. That's 29 points for Money.
You might not think of him as a laser three-point shooter, but that shot was there for him, and he had to take it.
The Kings, one of the youngest teams in the league, are trying to build through the draft, but with mixed results over the last couple of seasons. DeMarcus Cousins, the only player who's truly distinguished himself as a significant building block.
Some changes for Memphis. Lee's checked in for Koufos. And the Grizzlies also with the sub. Gasol's checked in. And the Kings also making a change. McCallum, he's checked in for Rudy Gay. Outside Collison. He feeds it to Terry. Launches a three. Missed. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And the finish, guys, this is where you know you are right on the money with that pass. Look at that. Perfectly timed.
And a look at the 5 for the Kings to start the 4th. Bishop, he's in at the point. DeMarcus Cousins out there with Evans. Then it's Ray McKell. And it's Stauskas in at the small forward position.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
Nice work there coming off the screen. 31 points for Money.
In the first half, they didn't shoot nearly as many threes. But finding themselves down now, they've started to cast up a lot more triples.
Conley dishes to Gasol. Turnaround Jay. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Conley's got his 8th assist in the game.
You know, they've been able to depend on his offense all game long, guys. He's drained a lot of shots out here.
And between now and the horn, Steve, the ball should be in his hands as much as possible if they want to continue to build this lead.
Well, it's the edge they've had in that area on the glass that's played a big role in this game.
Yeah, they've got some strong guys, Steve. Guys that are strong and well put together, and they've used that strength to their advantage down low.
Drive by Adams. Here's Gasol. Again, Memphis.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Boy, the ball movement's been fantastic here the last few possessions.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
This quarter has not been his best. The defense may be starting to affect him a little bit.
Adams with it. He kicks to Conley. Pass to Gasol. A fadeaway, and it's Memphis with another.
I tell you what, fellas, we're seeing some really good ball movement out there.
Yeah, well, 10 of their last 12 points have come off of assists.
Down low, knocked loose. Gasol with the steal. Conley with it, now guarded by Bishop. Gasol setting the pick for Conley. The dish now to Gasol.
You know Gasol is playing well. He has 20 points, and also those active hands of his have led to a pair of steals.
Yeah, Clark, he's had a great presence defensively. He's thrown off their rhythm on several occasions.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Memphis.
Man, they keep piling up the assists, guys. Great ball movement.
They've worked hard to get the ball into the low post tonight as well, and it's paid off.
And the Grizzlies making a change here. Ennis is checked in, and a change for Sacramento. Gay's checked in. Evans, right side. The pass to Stauskas. 6 to shoot. Here's Bishop. And once again off the mark by Sacramento.
I think it's going to be tough for them to trim this deficit if he keeps missing those kinds of shots, Kevin. I mean, they need his points.
Conley, the pass to Adams. Now here's Ennis. He's guarded closely. He shoots again. And, there's a whistle. He was going up for a layup. And while it looked like there was some contact, I wasn't sure they were going to call a foul shot or not. But sure enough, they have. So he'll head to the free throw line.
Of course, he didn't have an attempt there in the first half. He's hoping to be a little bit more active and aggressive here and draw some fouls here in the second.
Guys, this is the second season since the league returned to a 2-2-1-1-1 finals format. It was a unanimous decision at the time, and I haven't sensed any regrets. The feeling was, and continues to be, that the top seed deserves to have Game 5 at home.
Hits the jumper.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the league.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. And now with Clark, every NBA team flying charter flights, travel much less of a concern with that 2-2-1-1-1 format.
Yeah, and I like that. I like the fact we went back to that. It makes a lot of sense in this day and age, and you don't give an advantage or disadvantage to either team. So Very good to go back to that. And with the league showing a willingness to increase travel a little bit for the good of the game, it makes you wonder if you'll see a top 16 interconference playoffs. Again, I've already voiced I'm not in favor of that, but I think it's something that has been discussed at least a little bit.
Here's Bishop. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Money's got 17 points here in the second half. Outside Conley. In the corner, Randolph with it. Adams outside. Back to Randolph. 5 to shoot. The shot, no good. Evans with some nice D. Here's Money. Feeds to Evans. And he banks in the layup.
Well, this is going to end in a lopsided victory, obviously. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness and the ability to close. You really have to give it up.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Shot quality and better overall shooting.
And this will push their record to 39 wins and a good effort tonight.
And they took control of this season series matchup from the get-go, making every play they needed to en route to winning all 4 of their games this year against the Kings.
Yeah, that's a low percentage shot right there.
Yeah, it sure is. I mean, he's got to be thinking out there a little better. Make the pass in that situation. Don't force a bad shot.
A nice shot by Gasol.
Time to turn out the lights on this game.
I think they deserve a ton of credit for the way they played here today. Truly a professional display.
Here's Money, covered by Conley. Shots good from Bishop.
He has not lost his focus today. Even when things haven't gone his team's way, he's still bringing it.
For Memphis, they've gone 8 of 10 from the field here in the fourth quarter. Really getting it done. Here's Gasol. Shot is off. Now Sacramento takes it the other way. Puts up a 3, and he hits the triple. 3 points there on the shot from Bishop. Money's got 40 points. The Grizzlies shooting in offensive execution has been beyond great there. 63% from the floor in this game. Conley kicks to Lee. Dishes it to Ennis. At the elbow, Randolph. Gasol, a screen on Evans. Randolph can't hit.
Yeah, no excuses there. Got a really good look at the basket after being freed up by the pick.
We say it all the time. The execution was excellent. The result not as good, but good ball movement anyway.
No good from Bishop. Here's Conley. So no problem.
Well, Mark,
speak to me no more.
Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan. By my side, Steve Kerr and Clark Kelly. Welcome to 2K Sports presentation of the NBA. But the bad news is there is no basketball. There is no NBA. The game has been canceled. Ha-ha! Happy April Fool's Day, baby. This is the NBA, and we've got a great one in store. Home court advantage goes to the Rockets playing here in Houston. Look at the Kings. Not one of the better records in the Western Conference right now. They're in 12th place.
You know, they've looked a bit lost out there lately. I mean, they don't seem to be playing with a lot of purpose and focus and even drive. I mean, you can't just wait for good things to happen. You've got to make things happen.
Yeah, but I think, Clark, what's happened is they've lost some confidence. And sometimes when you do that, you end up forcing plays. So it's a delicate balance. You know, they have to regain some confidence with their attitude, with their effort. And I think things will turn, but it's going to take some work.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. On the floor for Sacramento, Bishop. He's in at point guard. Stauskas is the 2 with Gay playing small forward. Evans is out there with DeMarcus Cousins.
Patrick Beverly is absolutely a hound dog defensively. He's got so much pit bull in him and how he goes about defending people at that guard spot. He's not a big playmaker or scorer. He's basically a three-point shooter and a defensive specialist. There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
For the Houston Rockets, they come in off the loss to the Raptors.
Yeah, and when the game went into overtime, the confidence of both teams seemed to go in opposite directions, and they were on the wrong side of that equation.
And that's the case a lot of times when you have an uneven matchup like that, Steve. We've seen it before. The longer it stays close, the more confidence the underdog gains.
And the best of good.
4 straight makes out of the gate. That's a sweet start.
The Kings have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Here's Money, defended by Beverly. Bishop.